Did you know that rappers reacted when Kodak Black's jail footage was posted online?
Hey, look, come here. I'm not gonna arrest you on all right? This is just for the baby. Come on, fish with me. All right. You know your license go good, but I'm not too worried about that. That's a ticket, right? That's a ticket.
According to the Broward County Clerk, Kodak Black's felony trafficking and possession case will have a new status hearing on April 28th, presided over by Judge Barbara Duffy. Chatter inside the courtroom between prosecutors and law officials makes it sound like Kodak isn't being given another chance to face a sentence, a defense lawyer in the courtroom wrote. After Kodak was released on bond to await trial, his continued misbehavior prompted the federal prosecutors to extend the trial. However, it's concerning that Kodak was in hot trouble over this specific claim. Kodak Black entered a not guilty plea to charges of handgun possession on February 28, 2023, 2 years ago, acknowledging that he had consumed alcohol, but denying using additional narcotics.
I was on the and I was asleep in front of my family house, bro. That's it. I was on that drink, sleep in front of my people's house. But that ain't illegal. And that ain't illegal. So all that shit is just the process that it had to be in any other mud shot. The process that even though like bogus and plastered all over the internet. Then on top of that, it's like, bro, like I'm Haitian. I mean, and then it's just like my error, bro. Like nah, like man, you better.
Soon after this Instagram Live, the feds would raid Kodak's Florida home, leading to the rapper's arrest. While in imprisonment, he sought the assistance of attorney Brian Cohen, and the two of them negotiated a compromise that would have sent Kodak Black to treatment instead of 2 years in prison.
Kodak, whose real name is Bill Capri, faced a judge Tuesday in Orange after turning himself in following an arrest warrant issued for violation of his pretrial release. Authorities said he tested positive during a random test earlier this month.
It is just unjust and not right about this situation.
Black, addressing the judge after the pretrial release technician testified he may have mixed up the samples between Black and another patient.
There's no way you tested positive. We can resolve that by way of a hair sample, and that'll clear you.
Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, which Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release.
Since Kodak Black has 4 baby mamas and none of you greedy women genuinely care about him, I get upset whenever I see him. Why don't you all lend a hand? You're probably waiting for him to pass away. Later, Kodak responded to this on Instagram Live.
Again, while we waiting on other people too, right? Other people, they don't know how to let time do its thing. Hey, bro, like let time do it, bro. Time is the best, what you call it, whether it's gonna heal or whatever it's gonna like, you know, let time do it. You gotta be patient. Love is patient, love is kind. You know, like I'm saying, it makes absolutely zero sense, no sense at all. Or try to approach the situation with any type of aggression. The whole world on. Everybody on. You remember on. Everybody again. While we waiting, while we just down here waiting on one.
However, that was only art. Every day I see a new video of Kodak strung out, not even acting. Like a human. Another tweeting fan wrote, "Will someone help him? Does anyone else worry that we will lose Kodak if we don't help him?" The message in another tweet was, "Things are bad." When videos of Kodak eating chicken in the middle of the road appeared, these tweets gained a lot of attention.
Take a seat next to him. Enjoy that food. Take a seat next to him, brother. Hold on, please. I want to be part of. Bro, I want to join this, bro. I want to be on here.
Kanye West even attempted to step in and encouraged other rappers to follow suit.
Okay, so I thought Kodak was in Miami. I see he's in Atlanta. So I'm getting a flight down to Atlanta right now and do something. So anybody that's already down in Atlanta that knows him and knows anything about him, I know I said rappers and all that, but right now, I need y'all, man, to like really go and do something. Like we can't. I know y'all think I'm crashing out. Y'all, you see me talking, I'm expressing myself. And look, man, please don't. I know I said a lot, and just let me go down there and go help this man.
What really illustrated Kodak's issues, however, was what happened later that night. Kodak was seen clamoring that he was Drake's favorite rapper while pacing his room. This may or may not be accurate, but it also demonstrated that he was surrounded by unsuitable individuals who would rather document him ignoring him than offer assistance.
Who?
I'm his favorite rapper.
You Drake favorite rapper?
Yeah.
Nah.
He always say that, even his people always say that. They always do that. Even when you know what I mean? Even when you ain't around, so shit like, oh, no, it's for real.
However, it's crucial to take into account the significant context of how events transpired after his initial arrest for trafficking and possession. Kodak's music career was put on hold for a year when he checked himself into recovery. Due to his inability to post on Instagram Live and lack of song releases, many of his followers lost interest in him. However, he maintained his diet and exercise routine and even wrote songs during his therapy, creating the appearance that he was genuinely getting better. Following the release of his hit song Walk, which had 33 million views and signaled his return to the industry, he was yelling strange phrases, batting at ghostly objects, and perspiring profusely.
But at times when it feel good, that's when you say it sometimes. Yeah. I thought your name was Bubba. Hey, oh.
The next morning,
Kodak attempted to clarify the situation by going live on Instagram the next morning.
Come on, say y'all people like who be on that. Y'all be on all type. Y'all be on say all type of stupid. But I take me one and y'all be so hurt. Y'all wanna like it anyway. Yeah. Everybody else who be coming like on that timing, they ain't got no motion. They broke, they hurt, they something, or they trying to come into life some kind of way. I'm trying to like look any type of little. Yeah, I could come in that way. Oh, I think you need help. Oh, look, bro, try to like, and then
He shattered his sobriety and disgraced himself, disappointing millions of followers. When Boone eventually learned of Kodak's situation, he volunteered to help.
Nah, man, we worried about you. You don't look too healthy. In front of outside looking in, it's obvious that you're a and I don't believe for 1 second you just doing for your own enjoyment. Nah, you trying to find something to fill up that void that's within your chest. See, I've been where you at right now, but by the grace of God, I'm clean. Them strongholds have been pulled down. Them chains are broken. So I'm qualified to talk about this. You got to make a decision, bro. You got too many people looking up to you. And from one father to another, got to set the right example for your son. This coming from somebody who genuinely cares. So if you come across this video, you want to sit at the table, break bread, man, holla.
However, a week later, things took a drastic turn for the worse, and Kodak responded poorly when a fan said that they would prefer to see him.
I love when Kodak's sober. Change sober. I love sober. I know it's sober. For what? For what? Look at all this money. Look at all this cash. Sober for what? We are sober.
A few days later, Kodak Black went to a Baltimore Ravens game and looked awful in front of his supporters. NFL fans are worried for rapper Kodak Black's health, as he appeared off while showing love to star QB Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, a tweet read.
Hey, Kodak, what you gotta say about the Ravens, big G? I love Ravens. Hello. Hey, what about that boy LJ, man? What you gotta tell the flock about that boy LJ, man? Yeah! That boy Yak in the city! Yeah, Yak in the city! I live out here. Hello! Oh, let him know.
For many in the hip-hop world, witnessing Kodak lose control was the tipping point. He needed real assistance, which we were happy to see emerge. As Kodak Black reflects on life, Wallow and Jilly advise him to never doubt yourself. You have their babies depending on you. 3.
Don't ever doubt yourself.
you got them babies counting on you. There's gonna be times where you're gonna doubt yourself, you're gonna be in pain, but them babies counting on you. You gotta be here. And I'm telling you that because a lot of people get around you and they see your success and they say, oh man, a lot of people need you, and they yes man you. I ain't here to yes man you. You know me, every time we connect with you, you know I got love for you. Not because I need you, I got love for you because you're a young cat and I was young, Gil was young. Live. And I'm telling you that because you see that love that lady get, you see how you light up when I talk about your babies? Live. These people wanna laugh, they wanna joke, they wanna criticize. They don't know your pain, I don't know your pain. But I know one thing, them babies counting on you.
Interview Zo 906 Shrei 46. They tried to reach him and let him know that his presence affects more than just himself, but many people are unaware of it. Kodak was the primary provider for the family and had 5 children, but his Instagram live feed didn't help him since he began jumping on his kitchen counter and saying strange things.
Long nap because she took it out of it and you can't do it back. You can't help.
Being invited to the White House and becoming the first rapper to publicly fall there made the day historic for Kodak.
Imagine a world if all of us was just one color. If all of us was just blue or green. Oh, if everybody was smart. You gotta have some dope people. Oh, what if everybody was rich? Who's gonna take?
Kodak apologized and said he wanted to use his position for something worthwhile, which might be a major turning point in Kodak's business when he eventually responded to the video after it went viral.
Honestly, like, I'm sorry to everybody. I'm sorry to the people who I heard it. I'm sorry if you don't understand me. I'm sorry if you just don't like me. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry to everybody that I've wronged. And I'm so sorry to all the times I made my mom cry. And I'm sorry to like all the girls whose heart I broke. I'm sorry to young Miami. You know what I'm saying? For kind of disrespecting her and stuff like that. She accepted my apology.
6. However, he responded to Kanye West's message that same evening, advising him to seek assistance. The reported response was, "You know why Kanye is a real one? Since he is the only individual who still possesses it. I have no doubt that the Fed will take over all of Diddy's accounts because of certain significant things that Kanye has done. I'll work with you to make sure my brother keeps getting some cash and other advantages."
I sleep when people done woke me up like, yeah. Kanye a real one. You know why you a real one? Cause like I'm some whole up. Kinda like Kanye the only still did it. Cause he know he ain't a lot of the other like unclean in her Kanye like